All right, how's everybody doing today? Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the collection. Kind of faced with a new problem today. I've reached capacity. About a year ago, I moved everything to, for the most part, out of box. About doubled my space. Today, I've kind of hit a spot where I've actually had to start getting rid of stuff that I want. And yeah, I just like your feedback today. As we look at the collection, hit me up in the comments. Tell me if there's anything you think I could do to add more space without making it look like a warehouse. Really don't want to get rid of the posters. Really want it to still have that movie room feel. But yeah, I don't want to quit collecting pops either. So hit me up. All right, looking at the collection now, just wanted to kind of show you where I'm at. So this is my Disney shelf right here. I've got some strays up here that I don't really have sets of. They're not really high value. Just needed a place to put them, so I left those in the box because I don't have a set for them, with the exception of Rafiki, but that's a whole different story. One of the worst engineered pops I've ever seen. He does not stand up. Right here, moving down, we got our Lion King, Snow White, moving into Cars, and Big Hero 6, Little Mermaid. My personal favorite pop in the entire collection, Jiminy the Cricket there. Got our Aladdin, Bugs Life, Hercules, Beauty and the Beast, and moving down to the start of my Nightmare Before Christmas collection, Black Cauldron, and then finally my DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. Got the Batman collection. Man, there's a lot more Batmans coming out. I've got a couple of those 19-inch Batmans on order. Don't know where I'm going to put those. Really like how this particular shelf is looking, so not at all wanting to really mess that up. This is kind of the one I'm most frustrated with finding space for. Really like those black boxes back there. Gone ahead and moved some of my Batman 66 stuff up here. Got my Grail and semi-Grails in here. Nothing extremely high. I think the highest thing in here is about 125. But got some nicer pops here. Got the Roger Rabbit set. Got the Jungle Book. Got the original Aquaman there. A couple signed Power Rangers. New Gamer Chase Batman. You know, we got the Heisenberg pop down there at the bottom. Over here, I got my DC collection. Keeping the kind of the Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman up on the top shelf. Moving down here, we've got you know, all the sidekicks. Got a couple of the villains. This John Constantine and Swamp Thing are two of my favorite pups in the whole collection. Really think those are just well done. Still missing a couple on my Justice League here. Specifically, I need Hal Jordan. Really like to get the metallic Hal Jordan, but he's a little bit out of the budget right now. And then we got our Jokers, Harley Quinn, Scarecrows, and a few other odds and ends down there. This bottom shelf right here, this is my Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm really trying to get out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's just an endless money pit. They don't hardly ever hold their value. They don't go up. The lines are huge. So I'm really trying to get into only comic adaptations, not movie adaptations. So eventually I'll be getting rid of this entire bottom shelf here. But starting going up now, I've got mainly comic adaptations. Got a lot of first appearances. Got my Silver Surfer. Got this original Guardians of the Galaxy. Really like that set. Really love. This is probably my favorite Rocket right here. Got my X-Men shelf. Again, for the most part, I try to avoid the movie tie-ins. That's why you'll see there's a Colossus and a Storm, a Negasonic, Teenage Warhead all missing. They just really don't fit what I'm trying to do here with this collection. Got the Deadpool shelf. By no means is it complete, but man, there's just so many. I could do a whole room of Deadpool, especially with Walmart coming out with 5 10-inch exclusives in a couple weeks. Got some of my big ones up here. Got my Ghost Rider. Again, he's one of my favorites. Really a big fan of the Wizard of Oz. I don't collect the Funko vinyls very often, but I couldn't afford the Pop Wizard of Oz. By the time I started collecting, they had just gotten to be outrageous in price. So I went with these just so I could have them in my collection. Nice figures. Not my favorite style, but picked this guy up a couple weeks ago, right before the new El Camino show came out. Really like this. Got Jesse Pinkman in the Crystal Ship. Got him and Heisenberg in the same night. Not really a plan to collect any more from this set, but I like the rides. This right here, my Shakespeare, but if you'll look real quick, it's actually the Button to the Batcave. Went ahead and put it with Romeo and Juliet just because I needed a place for those. Got my Spider-Man shelf here. It's getting a little crowded. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. This is another one that's kind of frustrating me. It's a little bit more congested than I want. Gonna have to find a way to get more Spider-Man pops. There's several I want. Got the Venom line here. I'm just about done with the Venom line, I think. I think I've gotten all I want. I don't see myself buying any more. I can't really justify going over a whole shelf for just Venoms. Got my Harry Potter. Still looking for a few pieces in this line, but for the most part, I'm not trying to grow this one anymore. I need the third part of the train. There's a few more Quidditch pieces I'd like, but for the most part, getting close to being finished with this set, unless something really cool just comes out. Got the DeLorean with Marty McFly, and got Doc here. Got the Jeep from Jurassic Park. I actually have the whole Jurassic Park set, but I don't have room to display them. So I've got this in here, and I'll probably put out the 10-inch T-Rex, but that's probably all I'm going to be able to display. Got Knight Rider. And then moving on to this side of the collection, we've got the Patriotic Pops. Still missing the 2 commons from this set, but I did get all 4 exclusives. I figure I'll pick those up after Christmas. I think I'm missing Ben Franklin and George Washington by himself, not in the scene. All right. Down here, I just got some of my animation ones that I really like. Again, this is one I would love to grow, but I'm just so out of space. Got most of the new Simpsons. I'm missing a couple of the Treehouse for Horror ones, but for the most part, they're all here. Got my Gargoyles, my Mickey Mouse. There's actually another Mickey that's missing. He fell and broke a leg, so he's getting repaired. Another shelf of all Mickey. Tried to get all of those when they came out last year. Missed a few here and there. I think I'm missing the Whirlwind Mickey. Don't know what else. And then my Kingdom Hearts shelf. Not really a fan of the video game. I just like Disney, and it was a good way to get like a cheap Chippendale and a couple cheap Donalds and things like that. So I went ahead and bought into that set too. Again, don't play the game, but it's pretty cool. All right. And then the final 2 shelves I have are just kind of odds and ends. This is the shelf that really needs to be reworked. I had a lot more Game of Thrones. I'm in the process of getting rid of them. Just, again, any of the movie or TV show lines just take up so much space because they go crazy just adding more and more characters. I kept my wedding set of Khal Drogo and Daenerys. I really liked any of the rides figures, so I kept the White Walker. Kept George R.R. Martin. And we got Gandalf, Pee Wee Herman, some Looney Tunes, Dr. Seuss, Pokemon, and Jetsons. I do want to finish the Jetsons set because it looks kind of strange only having 3 of them. Working on that, finding those 2. They're all commons with the exception, I think, of Elroy. Shouldn't cost me very much to finish that set. So you can see the room has gotten pretty full. I'll do one more pass through here so you can kind of see it as a whole. Not sure what I'm going to do going forward. Don't really know how I can add many more to this space and not make it feel too congested. I mean, the main purpose of this room was to be a movie room. This is my media room, but it's become the pop room. Well, I appreciate any comments you guys have, any feedback you can give me. Hit me up in the comments. Thanks.